Hey chickadees, I'm live with a Thuluke here in Dune Awakening with the Martini of Solus. We're going to go in and do a lot of Dune Awakening, so welcome in. I hope you're coming back from yesterday. Or if not, welcome back again, or welcome to you new people. Alright, I've got talking to a Thuluke as we make some plans in here, but you won't be here with that, so you just think I'm crazy, but that's okay, I'm used to that now. I'm not, generally. Believe me. But we'll go from there. I hope everybody's doing well. We're live on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, vertical and horizontal, and Kick. And we got Twitch drops, so exclamation Twitch in some of the places. We'll get you the link. I put the link in the chat. We're doing that stuff. So Mrs. Rooster's making us a fine dinner. Got a fine martini. Somewhat fine now that we're done with work, and I'm going into a personal long weekend with bonus streaming. So, hey. Think we're good. Let me know. I'm watching all my chats. Make sure you share, promote. We had finished our contract. The Lutton last night on stream. Check out the live streams saved on YouTube. You want to see that? And now we have the paranoid one, so trying to continue some of this stuff. Our lightings. Okay, let me see. Does this work? Hey, it's too bright, but it does work. There you go. Hello, folks. See my beautiful face in my Spock shirt. Playing some Star Trek Fleet Command in the background beforehand. Alright, let's see. Also want to be looking at Deep Desert Landsraad stuff, so we got more things. I see no control points are currently open and not taken by us. So hopefully those will flip, and maybe by tomorrow morning or something, or later tonight, be able to do some of that. So there'll be some of that stuff going on. Luke's on. I will give him party invite so we can at least find each other. Plus we're in the deep desert, which for some reason we can't find each other. Yeah. Right, if you look now, I'm remembering I'm sitting here on my Scout Ornithopter with 45% MK5 wings, so I really want to replace them with MK6 wings when the time is coming, but it's coming kind of soon. So, and that's going to give me 180 kilometer glide speed. So there's, definitely a reason to get there. Same thing, the engine and the PSU. I've still got MK4 parts of my body and stuff like that where they're less useful. But that's a place to upgrade, potentially. Let's see. Don't have any more blood, so we did that. I've got the shield dissembler from the other piece. I had done a little bit of ore mining and things like that yesterday while we were out just getting A, B, and C probing. Thing is bad. How's our water? And do I need to put filters or make filters? 1355. Oh, we're maxed actually. So we need to bring some shit home to. Okay, well, I mean, one, that's great. Two, at this point we're burning time on some of the generators just because they don't have anything to make. So blocks. About it. Well, they do. It's just that they do pause, so they don't fill up. But what happens is the time is still ticking down from like the filters in the water traps. You know what I mean? So they're not trickling in. You're not losing it, but the time continues to count down on them, I believe. At least I think. Yeah, there's 3 aluminum I can make. And there was steel. I don't know if you saw that I made some steel and I heard a big explosion. That's true. Well, that should be a crash ship. But one of the Landsraad tasks is to give steel ingots. Yeah, here it is for Alexan. So Okay, yeah, because, yeah, we can get some stuff that way. And I figured, I started making some with not knowing you were going to steal it and turn it in, but that's okay. That's okay. Not better. I was just going to do it. Oh, I don't know. I know it's going to take it takes 7,000 to get the 14,000 max out. Which is still doable, though. I'm like, well, we could do an iron run and a steel run with the buggies and things like that, and Bob's your uncle already, so it doesn't seem difficult. I got Alexan last week, and I don't remember if I maxed it or not. So I might only need 5,000, just to get the 10,000 thing. Let's see. I don't need blood. Gonna have to repair that. Yeah, I mean, that's always worth it. Let me go look for this crashed ship, because there might be military power regulators on there. I heard it. Doesn't mean it's near, but I still heard it. We're just gonna do a little loop around some of Haga Basin, and it's new Coriolis. I mean, it's not new, but it's new to me, Coriolis Storm. So I don't know where the drop sites are for this week, because I haven't been playing a ton and finding them. Welcome in, everybody. Archer, when you make it to TikTok, I'm gonna try to catch your hello so I can say hi back. Just one little spice. Yeah, we need spice. But... Evan's preheat is on. We got a smart oven when we found the upgrade. For those of you who are old enough to know, we're having neighbor drama. And so, in honor of neighbor drama, you need to go ahead and give some money, because I might have to, pay a lawyer to, itch slap the hell out of misbehaving neighbors. Like that, so I'm just saying. And not yet, but it has a potential. I'm ready. I'm already yelling at them. I think, well, you don't have anything. But when I let the neighbor know she was crazy, I am a mental health. I let her know she was crazy. She didn't really appreciate that. And then she started to kind of proceed to act as if she was trying to prove to me that she was crazy while trying to tell me she wasn't crazy. So I'm just like, yeah. You can leave now. Sorry. It's part of it. Crazy is as crazy does, kids. That's right. Listen to Uncle Rooster. You're sort of a Karen on steroids type of neighbor. So. If I wanted people to know where I lived, I guess I'd probably put her on video and dox her. But inadvertently, that would have all the throng of fans of Lay Rooster in the in-house showing up in my humble abode. And who knows what people like. Although maybe not as much trouble as the neighbor. So, let's see. Where is this crash ship? I don't know. So, Luke, we'll tell you more offline. Sure. Sandstorm? Where's the sandstorm, Luke? Do you know? I see it. I don't know if I can get safe or if I have to go somewhere else. Well, there's one showed up on my compass. There you go.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
figure out the vector. Or is it going to hit? I'm going to the aluminum base for safety. I'm pretty close, so I think I'll make that. Everything. Yeah, great. What it sounds like. Well, I'm almost to our base, so looks like that. Yeah, I had a feeling it was kind of going to run over the main base. I'm just getting in the aluminum base now, so we're good. Yeah, I'm gonna let me go see. I was also thinking, you know, our again to those viewing on the various channels. Right now through the 24th, which is today, tomorrow, and Sunday, you can play Dune Awakening for free off Steam. However, let's see. Oh, yeah, only 9 days of power here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, only 9 days. Bahavila! So we're going to need to put some power in here, but also I was thinking about the other bases. We're gonna, but thank you, Bahavila, for following on Twitch. Much appreciated. Get your Twitch drops right now. I'm dropping them. You can play for free. It's 12. It says 10 hours, but it's actually 12 hours. And I found out that it is actually like a timer countdown. So I thought it was like the first 10 hours of progress, which could be like 100 hours if you're futzing around like I do. But it's actually like a timer of 12 hours. So. But that'll give you a chance if you're wanting to check it out and I weren't sure if you should be playing this game or anything or should buy it. And you can apparently save your progress and then transfer over to another siege or something. Worth a shot if you're just like, I'll play it for the weekend, you know, and see. But as a reminder, we have, Thuluk and I have a small 2-person guild over on a public server, a West Coast US public server. And people will be welcome in that. We have a little starter base that we've been kind of waiting to share. And I have a feeling we need to pump it up with stuff. So I might even log in over there and spend a few hours just like refueling the base, you know, and that kind of thing. Just doing a little public server work. Maybe I don't know. But right now I'm waiting on the the sandstorm's passing. Almost passed. So there is a way to play, and there's a sandstorm. Isn't it pretty when it's not about to kill you? So, Pokemon in Twitch chat, so should you want. Looking for this crash ship that I heard, but I'm certainly not seeing. It's somewhere outside of my normal pathing. Hunting. It's fine. We're going to do Landsraad and things like that. We may do contracts. But I may also go over to the other side and just grind some stuff up because I'm not sure where those bases are. But the aluminum base definitely needs a whole bunch of energy. I think it's lube. I think it's needing low-grade lube to power the wind toppers. I can make some of those and kick those off in the base, and then we can ferry them over and stuff. I suspect it has enough of the other. That stuff's all over the place, so probably those are about to run out. So I'll tell it to make like 500 lube. I don't know if that's enough. I'm not sure how much simple lube it needs. Behavila, welcome in. Thank you for saying hi. If I'm going to stream, gang, got friends who would love to join next time. And welcome in. Come join the exclamation Discord if you want to join our Discord. Laborers in the Hen House. And thank you for the follow on Twitch. Get your Twitch drops if you don't have it. Consider following us on YouTube and other places like TikTok and Kick. Yeah, those accounts as well. Appreciate having you. Bring your friends for sure. get over here. But vibing is what we do. Play some nice music. Chill out, hang out. I'm drinking a martini. To be followed by other things. We'll showcase our dinner at some point. The Crawley's in the house on Twitch as well. Welcome in. Let's see. Welcome in. Good to see you again, Crawley. Let's see here. Now look, let's make some lube. That'll eat at least a little bit of water, right? Low-grade lubricant. We can make a lot, but let's make 500 real quick. So we can take over. Yeah, we can't sell it. We don't really need to make excess. Yeah, exactly. Well, it says we can make at least $9.99. So I don't know how low it is, but let me see. What can it do? Oh, it can make more. There's multiple wind turbines over there, but not water traps. Two water, yeah. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. So I'll make 1,000. We apparently have a lot that we can make. It's just silicone blocks and fuel cells and water. I'll make 1,000, and then we can use like the assault doctor to carry it over and refuel it, get that going. And that'll be fine. I think. I didn't find that thing. I think what I'm going to do is go over to the other server real quick. So I've been talking to you guys about that. So again, in the spirit of the free-to-play weekend, you know, you may end up wanting to play or trying to get on or buy. Truth is, if you play for 10 hours, 12 hours, you can easily make another character and learn from your experience and then join us if you want to. It's on a West Coast House of Elm, otherwise known as Boring Name Server. That way you don't have to fight with issues. So here it is, House of Elm. I've got a level 105 redheaded hottie cutie on Siege Jakarutu. I think if you type !Dune, it'll tell you that, which, come on, like an automated thing, right? That way you can join us over there. I do think that Landsraad and Deep Desert and Market is different on public server. And that might be somewhat to the pleasing of some people. So want to keep that going. And I'm never quite sure, you know, when we're going to want things. So on this server, and stuff, and I have my ornithopter, and look, we are down to 6 days, so we're not horrible. We got plenty of water. I mean, not compared to what we want. Let me see. It won't let me go up. So I probably should do some. I probably need to do buggy running. Let's see. Do I have? This is a smaller one, and I've learned a lot by playing the second character. As far as doing oh, that's right, you started it last night, Crawley. That's right, you were telling me you were getting in there. First spy stream, and it's cut you out. Is that what happened? Are you done? This one I have to do some of the story. I have to do a lot more of the story. But Thuluk has got ahead of me. You gonna buy the game, or did it not do it for you? You know, good. Kind of depends on what you get to do, but it's, you know, as you get used to it. As soon as the dream with the big eyeball ended, I stopped for that. Okay, gotcha. And you still have time to play, though, it sounds like. I hope. Oh, if you have time to play, yeah, the big eyeball. That's the ACL trials, AQL trials. There's like 7, 8 of those, and then the real story like opens up, which is ironic. Where is the sucker? Go ahead. Oh, I got it. I see it now. There's my money for taxes. I bet we owe taxes at this point. We ain't got no stinking money. No, we ain't got a lot of fuel either, but well, we can get it. But we're gonna go get those cells. That's pretty cool as far as I'm concerned. Glad you're playing. So let me know what you're thinking. Obviously, you know, play it. You run out. I mean, I think there's. I played for 615 plus hours, so I have no problem saying, yeah, you'll get your money's worth out of buying it. If you want to buy the deluxe edition, not gonna hurt you. You know, if you want to buy less than that, you're still gonna have some fun. Yeah, from my perspective. But obviously, I like the game and like what they're doing with it in the here and now, as well as where they're going. And if you're like me and they're playing kind of slow-ish, meaning like there's plenty of stuff for me to do, so I'm not running out of. I have not nearly completed the main story just because I got busy doing building and expansion, and I haven't done other things that I haven't like just gotten tired of the end game in the deep desert. I mean, that's still fun, but it's also the kind of thing where you don't have to go every week if you really don't want to. Especially depends on what's going. Bat it down. It's not firing off yet, but maybe it will. I don't know. It may be just a little delay. Oh, I see the Shazamage. And there's a lot of grass. So, oh, you did Shazam exclamation, not exclamation Shazam. That's why. But welcome in Shazam. I appreciate all that. There you are. Now I'm hearing it. You should hear it too. Oh, look, there's. I assume you heard that, so bat it down. Let me know, just as a sound check kind of thing. So we're just running around looking for batteries. We might should get other things. I don't know. Who knows if the steel is available or the. Might as well pick up iron. Hurt me. Could pick up grass. Why is there another sandstorm, people? Tell the sandstorm gods to go away. Sandstorm. I'm gonna run around and get. I don't know if you just saw that, but in my base. Nope. There's grass in my base. 3 little pods. 3 little pods. 3 little pigs on me. This is rooster. 3 little pigs from school love me. Little Mikado. Little Gilbert and Sullivan for those of you. You need culture. Why don't you come here? I'm cultured. Right? That is not fueling up that, which makes me think that lube is needed. Gotta have lube to make things go through. Like it's not good. Love the content. That's a lot. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Like it's not, I know you'd been here before. So on TikTok, hello. Sure, I say hi and everything. Let's see. We're gonna have to turn on some power. We have this going to enable. We got room, but we need to. Low grade lube needs the fuel cells. Don't I have fuel cells? I'm sitting on it. Doesn't look like I got any. Up here. I still kind of liked some of the vibe of this base. It was very much a lived-in place. You know, we got some. I mean, I got a little like outdoor sunroom. I mean, come on. Water generators, which don't need power right now. These guys have 6 days. These are the ones holding it down. These are a lot of power, so I need to get them. You know, come on. This is some good basage. Got this. There we go. Where is the sandstorm? There it is, down there. Okay. Is the food ready?
Yes.
Oh, she said. Cooked us a chicken sheet pan dinner, and I think a tomato salad and some oven fries and things like that. So, he's a mean cook. He's mean too, but so, I love it. I mean, when I ask her nicely. Got power batteries at all times. Right now we're going out with the buggy, but I know from others, like, brass is a thing to have. So is iron, so it's not really gonna hurt to have this stuff. And I have the same suspensor belt. I have a Emperor's Wings on here, which work quite the same way that I'm gotten used to. Benefits of the full suspensor belt, which is fine. I heard somebody saying on a video that maybe it was going to get fixed. Exactly what that meant, I don't know, because I'm like, is it broken or is it? I don't know that it's actually broken. I think it does what it's supposed to. It's very dependent on momentum. In many ways, it's you need to be able to use it. See, like this, I'm getting a lot of ground, and you can really fly, but you can't, with the full power suspensor, you can fly without having to capture momentum. It's kind of the easy cheater way. So, ways it's good to have that, but let me see. Grade lubricant. All three of them, yes. Fuel cells right now. We may just freeing power of riding around on a sand bike. It's actually pretty enjoyable. It's easy to stop, easy to go places. Not the buggy. You want the buggy. Buggy's a big deal, and buggy is a big deal that is less understood than the ornithopter's impact, but still, you want it. Bike though has some ability just to kind of get you somewhere quick, especially in lower areas and all that. It's not going to help big stuff. The ornithopter gets you where you really want to go, but the buggy gets you. There we go. Getting back into it. All right, I probably. Let us know if you have any issues or any questions that we can help with. If you want to know how to play a long time without accomplishing much, I am your man. I'm happy to be so. Feel like I've accomplished much, but we won't have actually done as much according to. Good luck. It's Friday. I mean, party, right? Get a friend who'll get you a sand bike. You're in Haga Basin. Did that to Luke when he started after me, because you can bring it on down. You know, down the mountain, that kind of thing. And it feels like it's a biker. We're trying, it's easier to get some of these things over here. I built a place, didn't like where I put it, and tore it down and built again elsewhere. Crawley, one thing I'm gonna tell you. That first base you make in Haga Basin South is, they're gonna make you destroy it. Well, I'm sorry to tell you that, because you've already made one. They're gonna make you destroy it and move it. So, you can actually have up to 3 bases, at one time. Yeah, they can leave that little thing and then you can abandon it and do something else. But they're gonna have a little story where they want you to destroy the one you have. Now, we've kept one. Figured it would transfer, wouldn't keep it anyway. Yeah. I mean, that's very likely and true. So, I mean, you can reclaim it, like Cthulhu is saying. Yes, you can. So why am I doing that? Thank you. So you can see we got a little bit going up as we get some of the stuff, but not a lot, no. There are some tricks that you kind of learn after playing it a little bit. Reclaiming things, building them a little differently, getting it through to fix all the problems you made when you made your base. All things you do sometimes. Yeah, no problem. So if you can, when you get a buggy, it does more. The mining on it is much more, and I think this is too far. Much more effective and much more efficient. You're getting a lot more material from a buggy mine. So it's kind of it's more of a pain in the ass to do than running around and just running high, you know. However, you're getting so much more. Like, since I really need these batteries, and I need a bunch of batteries for lube, and I need a bunch of batteries for normal things at my base at the other base. You'll see where we have here for people who are wanting to join us. Must be nice. It'll get there. You know, I mean, you'll get. I mean, the truth is, it's part of the game. You know, is the progression and putting in the grind. And on this one, we don't have everything. We just have the beginner scout ornithopter and a buggy. But that's enough to be like, okay, that's mid game, which will let you get into other parts of the game. It'll let you get into the late game a little, but you know, you don't stand that much chance. But it does something. And where I'm at, which is also where I have my main base in this server and on the other server, is like just the second area. And I do that on purpose. There's reasons to consider doing that versus going further. We have other bases further deep and all that, and you can get deep bases, but there's kind of some reasons to be down here anyway. Or to have friends who have some of this stuff, because you kind of want to have some friends. You want to have some friends who let you use their base as like a stopping spot, all that. I mean, me and Cthulhu are the only ones on this server that I know of, you know, until people join us. So as you drive around and find things, it'll then mark on your map, so if you're looking for it later, it'll finally show up. So we're just playing a little bit on the public server, which is not where we have a lot of our advanced stuff. But there's no reason I can't get involved in some of that stuff. It's just like I know what to do to advance. A little wormy activity. Ignoring some of this stuff is moving around. We're looking for things to get some food at some point. We probably need to finish. Good. So you don't get 350 ore, iron ore from hand miner. Like 67, 89 or something like that. So I mean, the economy of scale is huge. Hop in here. But yes, I have multiple openings. Said, but right over here, nope, it did not pop yet. Doesn't repop the battery suck for me to get. Whatever. Here. Now we'll go in. You can see, I mean, I've got those three. That's actually, I mean, that's very farmable while we're sitting here drinking and playing and things like that. So, something to consider. Let's just go in. Go the buggy. There, we emptied that. So that'll help. I think we have to use these to make. Hold down that button. 7 days and 23 hours. So we got something out of that. However, pop up and make some more. Fuel cells. We're out of fuel cells. Okay, so we're out of fuel cells again because we used them all. I'm gonna make all these things. It's gonna use some of the water. Lubricant just needs fuel cells. We're trying to get everything running. We've been really low on grinding over here. So I need to get this flush, get some excess, and take it to the other base. That's what I need to do. So if you look here, I got the base here, and we got the Henhouse Guild base, which as far as I know is still okay. We just need to give it some love. It's not quite ready for it yet, so. But it's easier to get stuff here, I think, than in the beginner land, in my opinion, so. So that beginner base is for people to come, like yourselves, to come in here and join us on the server so that you have that. And that's in a very good location for the beginner. It's meaningless once you get past the beginner thing, but it's like, the idea was, have it, look, it's not respawned. I'll be damned. I'm not sure why it's not respawned that quickly, but that's a hammer, as it's known. We're going to run over to the hammers outground. You can see all this grass. This grass is actually something you need later again. So, food smells good. So when you're doing wheeled vehicles, you got to look like what's the closest proximate, like here to here without hitting this quicksand drum sand. It's kind of what you're looking. You're looking for some of that, because the worm's gonna eat your ass. I mean, and not in the way that you pay someone to do it. I mean, it's just, not that way. So a little. I think right here. So, buggy is not as fast. That's worm sign. I mean, the worm is aware of my vibrations and things like that. He's okay, but he's there, and he ain't like not paying attention. But were I to be here longer, going further, going longer, that kind of thing, it would be a problem. Now we're safe. We're in, you kind of have to be careful of that when it's when you're doing stuff related to wheeled vehicles, as opposed to flying, where you have to worry a little bit, but a lot of it is more of the sandstorms are going to knock you out, or if you get low and they're stupid, the worm will get you. But on the ground, you can't run away from the worm. I mean, you can if you're so close to a safe spot. When the worm goes, you can get off. But other than that, you're screwed. So that's part of what's going on. So you have to play differently when you're on ground vehicles versus flying vehicles, which makes sense. What we're doing is looking. This is a much bigger rock formation than the one that I have my base on. So we're like doing the outskirts and just looking for batteries. We can take other. If we see a battery, we'll stop and maybe get other interesting things. But my ping is terrible today on this. So I rebooted my router yesterday because it gave me a little trouble with work from home, and it only gives me trouble. It'll be sweet all day, and then as soon as I talk to my boss on a Teams call, she's like, "What is wrong with your connection?" Nothing. Connection's fine. But that comes up. And she doesn't actually understand tech and internet things, so she thinks like I have a bad connection. She might say, "You have to work in the office all the time." No, connection's better than yours. It's just variable because it's cable. And every once in a while, it flips down. Compared to yours, which is always poor, So she doesn't understand. Anyway. We've had 2 successful interview process for a lateral change, speaking of jobs, lateral move, and I have my big panel interview coming up after next week. A bunch of people, myself included, are on some vacation, and so this is just helping me figuring out what shirt we're going to wear for this interview. And I'm interviewing with people that I know, work with, and who I think highly of me. We'll find out. I'll let you guys know, because that would be now I know you're looking forward to that. Yes. Because it might change the whole picture. It should give me a quality of life improvement with the same job, same pay, same benefits, that kind of thing. So, it's like it was supposed to be a promotion, but they kind of reassessed it, changed it. But it might give me more time to stream and hang out with you guys, have less unpredictable work stuff, of which I have a lot of the last 3.5 years. So I'm kind of like, but yet be the same job that was too good to leave. That makes sense. So I've missed being able to be more predictable and on my streaming and my YouTube content creation and stuff, and I've really had to modify based on the job's demands, which I've not enjoyed, I've not appreciated, that's for sure. Not found any batteries here. That sucks. Should be easy. They're probably here. There's one. So I think there's a good chance I'm going to get this lateral job change. So this change was going to be a promotion, and then that got changed, but I think it's worth it. Quality of life is worth it to me, especially for me, for time with Mrs. Rooster and time with y'all on streams and videos and stuff. I am not somebody who lives to work. I definitely work to live. I like what I do, and I want to do things that make a difference, and I already do that. Truth, kind of lives, things like that, but I don't want to be doing that I mean, I don't mind saving. I'll still be doing that part. It's just I want to have some time where I can get off. I haven't had a formal lunch break in 3.5 years. So I would like to be able to be like, it's okay that you were at lunch and you couldn't respond to that because that's not what we expected. So I haven't experienced that yet. So I'd like I think that sounds nice. Sounds like a good thing. Oh, we're getting a bunch of iron. It's not exactly what we came for. We're coming for batteries, but we're grabbing iron, and it seems worth getting. It's right there. Other thing about vehicles, don't worry about them taking damage. They ain't taking no damage. They take damage from sandstorms, they take damage from use. They don't take damage from running them off cliffs like a dumbass. So run them off a cliff like a dumbass. That's what you want to do. Turn your headlights. Where the hell are the batteries? That's what I want to know. I barely have any batteries, and I need a bunch of batteries or some of the... So there should be more batteries showing up, and they're not. So this is kind of suckage. We're on our second round here. Theoretically, batteries are all over the place. There's somebody to kill. Shoot at me, but I'm just gonna flip this over. I'm like, do you have any batteries hidden in here? Because you might. Well, that's where we're going back. I have a vehicle apparently. It's fun to use your buggy. It's like a dune buggy. I'm the one. I'm the one labeling that. It's a dune buggy, guys. Can't believe they haven't used that name. Dune buggy. Looking for batteries. No damn battery. None. Going over here. All right. So until you see worm sign, you don't have any worm problems until that happens. Orange is fine, but it's not like he'll eventually get your notice. Now this is kind of a busy area, so it can become a problem, but we're getting off. He may show up. That. Fuck off. There's a battery. That's what we care about. We care more about that. I elude. This is where you want to be like, oh, damn it. For some reason, I can't angle my damn laser, and it's like, these guys have been impossible to find today, so... There we go. 406, bitches. Look at that. That's a food, Mrs. Rooster. Oh, there's another battery. Praise Jesus. We ain't getting much of this. So it sounds like we almost need to, like, ignore the larger swath and just come here and do the little circles. These things are all going to be on our map now that we've found them, which is cool on the founding side. See, I used a bunch of... Take some... kind of fuel up. Oh, do I not have fuel? Jesus. Yeah, that's dangerous. Not good, but we're almost done anyway. We're gonna have to use fuel cells to make fuel, which ironically is what I need to use to make the other stuff, so that's annoying. Just my one probe to go all the way back, and you can make them on yourself, on your personal craft E, I think. So those are craftable, just like bullets and hilt things. So you don't have to go to the base. That's weird ass. If you have the materials, if you have the salvage metal. Is the question. Too late now, yes, but good to know. Good to know some of the time at least. But yeah. I hear you. I mean, sometimes it's faster and it's more efficient, blah, blah, blah. Thing is shit today, I will tell you that. Buggy. Fill up things. Make sure you're finding this stuff. We need to go and get... We're gonna process this stuff. We're gonna be making a bunch of iron. Welcome in, Crawley. Welcome in. Upgrade 812. Make 400. Okay, so clearly we got some now. And we're like, make this stuff. These little tubs of lube. You know, like margarine for a sex shop. I mean, something like that. Yeah, too soon. I don't know. We're gonna turn the power on this. We have a room for it, so it's more efficient this way. We'll tell it to make that. We'll tell it to make that. Water goes down. Still's here, whatever. We'll deal with that later. But I should have more. Let's see how... Question is, how high can this get without... Okay, 811. Most likely, there's some other pieces that are hitting. We're dealing with these generators, which use normal fuel cells that I've just been gathering. 14 days, so I can get it up to 14 days, most likely. However, I need to have, for the lube things, I need the lube. So. This may be confusing, but there's different materials, and this is part of the story. While it's making, makes sense for me to go get some food and some wine, all that stuff. Because my martini is done. That's an important part, to go get something else. We got more stuff. We're going to be doing stuff on the other server. We're just kind of like doing some maintenance here to make sure we can ignore it when we need to, but available in case we do. So I'll be right back. We are back. See here, we got a nice deep pan dinner Mrs. Rooster made. It's like roasted, marinated, yogurt rubbed kind of chicken in the oven, oven fries, fresh tomatoes and mozzarella and basil out. So cool stuff. Should be good. Got some nice Pinot Noir and wine. Let's see. 8:11. Now we're getting somewhere because this is an automatic. And so if the lube is working, is it's a whole bunch more lube to make, so you don't need additional here, and it's got the on that. Just nice chicken thighs, and a salad and fries. Do I need to have a night burger run or something? So let's look here. Yeah, that's going up. Welcome into Tulu. Okay. I'll be on later. Trying to, well, I'm working on the old public base, but I think I'm going to switch over to the new base, to the private server. So we'll keep working on it over the weekend. I'm in there. Yeah. Sounds good. What does the blue number mean? Let me look at Crawley. Crawley is asking a question. Let me look. I'm gonna go in here. Blue number should be here. What you're talking about? There's some new widgets that they installed very recently with the latest update. So that might be, I'll try to figure out which thing we're talking about here. Dude, look, was just coming back in Discord and talking to me. Blue number. Do you mean the water number? Or is there another number? I'll leave it up here so you can kind of give me an idea what we're talking about here. Oh, that 3 behind your menu. Okay, perfect. Okay, that has to do with permissions. Gotcha. Now I know what you're talking about now. This 3, the 3 in the blue, right? Yeah, this is permission based. So if I go to manage permissions. All right. Permissions for this base and to access this sub-peep console are based on. Purple. It's going to vary a little bit. Right. So people have different levels. Level 3 is associate. It means associate versus co-owner versus owner versus guild versus public. So here it is. Different things that they can do. Like, so this means the people that are listed as associates can access and interact with my advanced sub-peep console. Now they can't necessarily do crazy things, but like here's They can view the ownership, who owns it, have default access, place some deployables. That's about it. But if I want them to demolish things, or promote and demote, or remove people, that is a co-owner thing versus an owner. So it's that kind of thing. So like Green Dar / Cthulhu is my buddy and family member, and we're kind of like co-owning the base. So he's my co-owner, so he can do all kinds of things in here. Whereas everyone else is a friend, can do associate stuff, they can get access. And again, it's good, you know, they can get in the base, they can do some basic stuff, so they can have access for support, and get out of a storm. They might be able to find. Here. Associate level access. That means the death still can be accessed by someone who has associate, which, as you saw in the other place, is a lot of the people in the guild. This particular chest has associate level. That means level 3 people can associate. You can kind of lock down things individually as well. So is my sand bike? This sand bike, which I believe is mine. I asked that because I don't know, because I think it's mine. But it gets a little confusing when I'm dealing with here. So Average Aim's rating. Welcome in, Average Aim. How you doing? So I own this, and then if I want to make like Green Dar's an associate, that means he can do associate things. He can ride in and all that, everything. Welcome in, Vincent and Hikasune Rad / Red and all that. We're just eating dinner, drinking wine, playing some things. How was y'all stream? Now we're playing a different game, but are you going to play some Dune with us? I know we're on the Dune server together. Let me know, let me know. Welcome in, let me get a shout out to Average Aim over here. Happy Friday. Certainly happy about that. We're on Discord. In the Discord voice, should people wanna chat a little bit. Right now it's off broadcast. That kind of depends on who's in there. Anyway, make sure you're following Average Aim. Come in, happy Friday. I was just coming back into the private server. You'll be lurking, no problem. Come in. It's just after doing some energy grinding for the public server. Now that we have the free play option for people, like Crawley's doing, things like that, in case people want to join the public server, where they're fully ensconced. You can't just like invite everyone into the private server. Just getting some dinner. So you can see, you can set things. This is set at associate level, so people who are set as associate can access and use this. This is my large ore refinery, which is kind of a big deal. And so I can lock that down. It's at associate. All my stuff is typically at associate. But if I didn't want people to be able to access that, I could change it to co-owner, owner, or whatever. Same thing with certain chests. Like I have a chest down here. I think it's this one. Where I set it to owner. So only I can access it. I keep stuff that I want, particularly my money and all that. Now the truth is, I think they can access that if it's on the same circuit. You have to be a little more, but I don't have as much trouble. Average Aim's going to get on here and steal my money in a second because I just pointed that out. But other than that, that's all we're doing. So this is kind of like my personal change. Changing to Going like deep deserty. We don't need the heavy armor so much. I do need that. Stat boots, please. Now this thing, compact compactor MK5. I'm gonna look at the other things. Been done a lot of Landsraad or other things. And I make a compact compactor. 6. I need spice infused plastinium. I don't have. I can make level 6, which is, yeah. Is there a reason not to make it? That's the question. It does take spice melange. But we can go and look at the repair in this. Compact compactor is a different story. It is preferable. Pure aluminum, silicone, cobalt, spice and feed, you know. We can do that. Because we want to get some spice right now, we don't have anything nice. Close, but Yet Mrs. Rooster making a simple but tasty and good oven tray meal. It's good. I lit up there, Carl. Like, oh, gotta be careful. Yeah. Got that MMO level, you can get into trouble. You know, you can explore and then go, oh, I'm not where I need to be. Or I don't have the gear, skills, the experience that I need. That can happen. That can happen. Here. Food, so those are not supposed to be on me, but the fuel, the repair. Hey, Miss Rage, want to play together? Welcome in! Exclamation Discord to get on the Discord. Well, you get some more commands on Kick, honestly, but welcome in. We'll go the little deep desert, figure out some stuff. Hope everyone's doing well. Friday night and I ain't got nobody. Right, Mrs. Russo. I just got paid. He's always moving. First death already. Well, the deaths aren't that bad. The truth, you know, even in PvP, you don't lose much. You lose less in regular side. So I've died plenty of times. I died last night on stream trying to complete a quest. And I came in and killed the guy really quick because I finally realized, I'm like, this is how we have to do this. This is the part you can't get into if you don't buy the game. This is the Deep Desert open world map. But you don't need to get in here. If you're only in 10, 12 hours, you need to play like 50 or 100 hours anyway. So don't worry about it. I mean, it's fun. I wouldn't be going in here if I didn't like it. But you don't need to get in here. You can get in here later. You can have enough fun just with the Aga base. In all truth, Haga Basin South, just running around and learning, working that, trying to master that, and doing that was enough for plenty of my experience. 50 hours, something like that. When we've explored A and B, and see that we meaning casually because we're maintaining max speed, and we're headed towards an unexplored place. I don't even think I brought it. Did I bring? No, I don't have the explored place. I do have spice bits. Who the hell knows? I'm not as prepared for this as I should be. I'm just gonna eat food and play the game, right? That rock formation bears. And then there's a what, that bubble. Is not uncapturable because it's not revealed. That's what he's saying. So this is a capture point and you can't get it because it's not captured yet, not available yet. So we'll just come out here. Take some of these bits. Put them in the hold. Like, welcome to the club. It's not that horrible. You know, you'll get better. Unless you're way over, you know, kind of like underskilled and overpowered and that kind of thing. But you'll figure that out. You can always sandbag. Something else, it's not. You're gonna die in this game. So I died last night on stream. Not because I was trying to make you guys feel better, it's because I died. You don't have to get aluminum here, but I'm gonna get some just to make it easier. We've recently made it much easier to get this stuff. This material is really... So the titanium and all. So now we got 3 types. I'm just grabbing stuff because it kind of pays off. And grass is not the most needed thing, but it is something you need more than you think. I'm like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna go to out of my way, but if I'm down here and it's there, we're gonna get it. Just light kicking in. Just crashed. Just crashed. Nice thing about it. Just getting this stuff. It's good stuff. We need it. We use our water.
Sector weather alert.
That's not a good
storm is approaching.
See it, sandstorm, but oh, there it is. Now we're gonna try to run. We're trying to outrun the sandstorm. Height trick that hopefully won't be a negative for us. This is slow when you do this. think we're safe, but looks like it's going in a different direction. So that's the big thing with it. The sandstorms are more dangerous out here in the deep desert, but very big in the deep. So you gotta kind of pay attention to where they're going and get the hell out. You don't have to leave necessarily. That sandstorm's not headed our way. It was, but we got out. Once it passes, or another one comes. There might be another one, who knows? Watch it. Mm-hmm. So we're about half full anyway. So I mean, you know, we're just popping around. I didn't get everything I was supposed to get. I didn't bring everything I was supposed to bring. Doesn't help. Said crashing doesn't hurt. If you jump out of ship a little early, like I sometimes do, that'll hurt you, but it won't hurt your ship. Your ship can fall to the ground, 1,000 feet, whatever, no big deal. Same thing with your buggy, your bike. It's actually a safe way to like descend. It's kind of useful. I've definitely used it to jump off high places that struggle to climb, things like that. There's a lot of verticality in this game. We'll run into that. Expecting the storage to get kind of full soon, but 23, so it's getting there. It's not full yet. These are just little blip jumps. I thought there was another. So for this next one, I'm going to run across all this up and it only with a bike. Only with a bike. They want you to get the bike. You can't do it without the bike. The bridging the gap, I believe it's called. To get to Vermilius Gap, where I was on my other server. Actually, where my main base is on both servers. You have to get to the point where you can make the bike. That's what they actually want you to do. Because you will die if you try to cross without having the bike. You will live if you cross with the bike. Unless you do something really stupid. Sure, mate. You gotta respect the worm. Respect Shahilud. But you're getting close to... You may have to do something to prep for it. There you go. Pop over. So fuel haven't been fueling up, guys. Get to the trade post when I don't have anything but you can get to the trade post with the bike. But you can't cross by rocks. When you're doing it by foot, you're doing a zigzaggy not wait, I'll show you when I can show the map. I can't show the map here. You want to cross back and forth. You want to... Now, what... Did you choose Bene Gesserit as your starter? Or did you choose something else? That'll be the question. I'm assuming you don't have Bene Gesserit. Unless... I mean, if you do, because then you have Bendu Spread. Which helps. I chose Bendu because they are the boss. They are the boss. Okay, so you got the Bendu Spread, which helps. So that's really helpful, especially in early game when running is all about running, right? You still got to be careful. Bringing my ship over. But when you're running, you're gonna do a non-straight path to run around to get to things. You're gonna run from here's one rock formation and here's the closest next rock formation. So I'm gonna cross over to here, and then I'm gonna cross over to here. And go, and you're gonna. So it's gonna take you it takes you forever to get places because you have to be careful. But that's part of like learning, and you can use the rush to help with that, and it's useful. So maybe you sprint, and then when you get further and you notice the worm, then you hit the rush. Have you? And yeah, you haven't been to the base, so you haven't picked up the trooper. Started the trooper quest. Is the other thing that you want to do like ASAP. Look, we're loading in. DM'd you my map. I will show you. I'll also go look at the map once I get in there. I can look at this map and show you just kind of the concept. Because Griffin's Reach station is in the same place everywhere, but other things may change. I think where you start changes, but not some of the other bits. So, and I'm just in the Vermilius Scrap. I'm in the Eastern Vermilius Scrap, which is where you're going to come to once you eventually cross over. I'm just, moving into deep in-game stuff, but because there's reasons to stay here. There are other places to be, but this is a fine place for some reasons. Alright, so let's look at the map here. So this is Eastern Vermilius Gap. You're down here in Haga Base. This is Haga Basin South. This is the starter zone. Right. So, and you need to go to this place where it says sand bike, but it's Griffin's Reach Straight. I have a sand bike. Things like that. We used to have a base here. Alright, so this is where you're going, but you could be at these different rock locations. So, you're going to look, like, if you're at this rock location, right here, you're going to, like, go over, run over to the edge, and then, like, run across to here. Then run to here, stay up to the top, and then figure out, do you want to cross over to here, and then run over here, and then cross here. So you're going to be doing that kind of crossing. You're going to take a very circuitous route to get places. So if you're trying to go over here, you're going to, like, say, from here, you're going to say, let me run from, like, the slowest point here to here, then to here. Then you'll run in through this stuff, get through, and then you'll go to here, and then you'll cross to here, and you move over. So that's how, you know, that's, and you use your bendy sprint a lot in there. So let me look in the Discord, all that, in case you got some weirdness going on. But exclamation Discord if you want to get in the Discord. I was watching you got killed. Well, I'm glad you're watching me. So thank you for that. Sorry about that part. See the Discord, Dune Awakening. And Dune Awakening chat. Might have sent me a private. Oh. Here's where you are. I'm bringing it up. Okay. Yeah, I see where you're trying to go. So instead of going directly the way you want to go, you're going to go across to the shorter. Let me. I can show this on the other. I know where this is because doing stuff out of baseable. You can get it. But, so you're like around here, and you need to go over here. So you're going to take from here, and you're going to run. You're going to run from the tip here to there or there, right? Or from this. Yeah, you're going to want to like, what's the shortest distance? Go here. And then you're safe crossing over here, and you'll go over this inner, and then you cross to this big block of rock from like this area. Or you'll do it from here to there. So you're going to minimize the amount of open sand that you're using. Because that's going to be important later on in the game. Go get your body. You'll be okay. Dying now is like not that big of a deal. In all truth. Dying later is not that big of a deal. I mean, if the PvP zone has the bonus where you lose full loot, then you shouldn't be in the PvP zone, but that's just a week-long thing. But it's all about, like, avoiding the worm, walk without rhythm, that kind of thing. And if I was on the same server with you, I'd pop over and I'd give you a sand bike, which is something to do, and then you'd have a lot less trouble. But once you get past, there's like ways to get free sand bikes and things like that. Water. Once you kill the enemies, though, it's not as bad. It's easier to get up there. Just grab it, run, depending on what you've got. Yeah, some plastanium to make, so. We want to see signs that our Conan has flipped some stuff. They're not. There's not any signs that they're doing that. Also, it's just me on right now of the guild, so you know it's like less. It's useful. Oh, let's see. Probably you'll get. I mean, some of it is. Um, probably take my outfit. I'll show you what dying's like. Those You're upstairs. He's got little. Here's a little bare feet. He needs flip flops. Big time. Left my boots up here. That's it. I thought I left them. There they are. Okay. Don't need that wing. Bullets. Need bandages. Need blood bags. Need stuffs. Skill, but I don't have it. I'll get right back. I'm just gonna take some stuff, run to the restroom. Be right back. Streamer alert. I'm gonna wear cockadoodle. Alright, we're back. If we look at the contracts, paranoid. Thing is not in a good place, I think. Okay. I don't know. Like, I'm tapping out one more day and a 6-hour day, and I'm off till over. There you go. Cut it down. I'll be on tomorrow and Sunday, and I have Monday off. And I gotta work for 3 days, and then I have 4 days off. So I hope to see you during some of the bonus streams as well. But yeah, I don't have to work anymore for. I have 3 days off, so I'm gonna have some fun. Alright. Have a good night. Alright, Crawley, same thing. There you go. See? Hopefully you run it over. Get the trooper quest from the dude in the outpost, and then go get that done. Once you get the trooper, you'll unlock the Shigawire cable, which is something that every single person who plays this game uses. Alright, see, you batted down. Every single person in this game uses that like as a normal. It's usable in combat and for moving around. Don't understand where the hemisphere. Wait till you get a little later on in the game. You'll see what you can do. But it wants to instill a healthy respect and a scariness for this kind of thing. And I'm sure you'll get that. It's not somewhere you should go until you're higher level, and this part's okay. Just gonna grab some shit. Once you kind of know where some stuff is, you can just farm it. And this is farmable. Just drop down here. Dead body. Look at all that stuff. That's all fast loot. You got there, Crawley, that's what matters. And once you start to learn how to kind of play with the sandworm, then you'll be in a better spot. Oh look, there's another body with just free stuff. I'll be damned. Almost like I knew it was there. Nice. Shield on, put my gun on. Never got a gun. Oh look, there's a chest. Almost like I knew it was there. Let's go set some wood. Dark-eyed worm people. What you can do with the thing once you have empty, you can just sort. That's great because it ain't gonna get hurt. Now you might get hurt, but it ain't getting hurt.
Shields up! I require backup!
What? Shields up!
Whatever they're shooting. I revive. Giving him poison damage. He's not firing, which is why. Oh, he is. And now he's dead.
There's something. I need reinforcements. Boom! They're coming.
This took longer than. a sandstorm. I am enclosed, so I'm actually safe. Assuming. There's a sandstorm. It is going to hit this area where I'm at, so I need to watch it. I'm going to watch it too. I already got my ship, so we're okay. We're just out. I thought kill the chosen of fire and climb. Okay, we did kill the one guy. He's a fire dude. It just didn't. It wasn't super clear that I did it. I thought I did. At some point, like when it crosses here, it'll say in sector. Is it gonna really hit us? Maybe missing us. Very close. Looks like it's moving past us, so. There's a sandstorm. You get up to 750, you get the high altitude bonus. You can turn them on down and get a good glide going. You'll be good. Not seeing a lot of crash ships and things like that. That's stuff that I like to look for. A little bit of spice out here, but flying is kind of incredible. Kind of really enjoyable. You hear the wind, you hear the gliding. Pretty dang nice, in all truth. Thing is kind of messed up today, I'd say that. There it is. You're on a ship. And now we better get off that ship. Worm is definitely coming. Worm may have been ready to eat this thing before. Probably gonna eat it right now, so I think you're gonna see this. Weird. Unless our shield is on and it's not showing. It's not. There's a worm. The worm is not happy with us. Let's see what it's doing. Sometimes the shield is on and it's not on. I think it's getting ready to eat this thing. Kind of fun to watch it eat the thing, especially if you're there. Just not 100% sure what it's doing. It's being weird. Anyway. Good night, Dark Sanity. How are you on Twitch? Good night. Came with the raid, been lurking. No problem. I appreciate it. We'll be on again tomorrow, the next day, and even Monday. Some we got bonus time off on Monday, so hey, I will. Good. Tired. I hear you. It's Friday. I'm a little tired myself, so. I'm probably going to take this time to raid out for Friday and get on early and Saturday morning, you know, whether that be like 9 o'clock or whatever, and really start it until we either go to Mass or decide to go to Mass on Sunday, one of those things, kind of depending on what I'm doing with Mrs. Rooster. Looking at who's on, who's doing what. Ammo's on, but they're playing Star Trek. I'll be on playing Peace, so a little tired myself. So I think we'll just get off. I may end up ordering a cheeseburger as a late night treaty snack on Friday, and do some hanging out with Mrs. Rooster. And we'll kind of go from there. But I expect to be on early tomorrow morning with coffee and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for me on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. Anyway, everybody take care. Be well. Don't forget to do your free dunes and get your Twitch drops.